Hello everyone, I am Sriman Balaji and welcome to the BVM podcast. In this episode, I'll guide you through the myths and legends from across the world. Now, what exactly is a myth? A myth is an idea or story which many people believe but does not exist or is false. Now you might ask, how do you know the aliens did not build the pyramids? And for that, we must introduce a fallacy. Now, a fallacy is a false belief. Now you might ask, how is this a fallacy then? And for that, we must introduce shifting the burden of proof. Meaning, if I ask you to prove something, you cannot just ask me to prove you wrong. That's just incorrect. Now, let's look at the meaning of legend. Now, a legend is an old story which is probably false. Now, let's look at 3 myths and legends from across the world. Starting with, for the first myth, let's visit our own Chennai and the 7 temples of Mahabalipuram. Well, presently we can only see one temple in Mahabalipuram's coast. So that just means that it's plain wrong, right? Well, not really. After the tsunami of 2004, people investigated the area and found 4 other temples submerged in the sea. So that means this first myth is actually partially true. Now this myth revolves around Pandora. Apparently she was created by Hephaestus, a Greek god. She was given a box by Zeus when she was a little kid and asked never to open it. But day by day she grew more curious, and one day she opened the box, out of which famines and diseases came out which ravaged all life on earth. Now, comparing the stories we have seen so far, we can say that one is a myth and one is a legend. Now, the first thing that comes to mind when thinking of British history is colonization, but then it's King Arthur. You would have heard of Arthur and his legendary sword or the round table of knights he had. But believe it or not, he is actually a true person, but his stories were severely exaggerated. So far, we have seen 3 myths, with one being a true myth, another being a purely religious legend, and another an over-exaggerated fact. I hope everyone found this episode of the podcast informative and learned that you should not trust everything you consume. And as always, thank you for watching.